Hi, this is Dan from Gear Diary, and today we're going to take a look at the Niko Camera Pack from Chrome Bags. This camera backpack has an MSRP of $180. I've been using it for the past couple of weeks. I'm pretty impressed with it, so let's take a closer look at the bag. It has an unusual design, as you can see right off the bat. It's much squarer than most of the packs that we've seen. Most of the camera backpacks are more loose form or round. This is really angular, and that actually makes it really comfortable in the back. So let's just take a look at that. And the slope back here, it's just a very comfortable pack, kind of strikes a nice middle point between being too small and being so big that it's bulky, and when weighted down it weighs too much. So let's take a look at what this particular bag offers for $180. Not inexpensive, but you'll see that the quality of it, the design, and the warranty make it a pretty good deal as far as I'm concerned. So first off, let's take a look at the back. The shoulder straps are nicely padded. We've seen more padded straps, but there's enough here that it's comfortable. When I've been using the pack and it was pretty well loaded down, it was quite comfortable, so I didn't have an issue with it. And you have a D-ring on either side of the strap. And you have Velcro here so that you can actually attach other things along the way if you need to. A nice feature, gives some flexibility. I don't see myself ever using it, but it's nice to know the flexibility to add something with the D-ring or to Velcro something in is there. Also, you can do a high chest strap if you wanted to. Again, I don't see the need for it, but there's a lot of flexibility here. You also have a chest strap here, but you do not have a waist strap. Didn't find myself really needing one, but I was a little surprised at first. But you're not going to weigh this down so heavily that it really would be a huge issue to my mind. And everything is really nicely double, triple sewn so that it really is going to stay together quite well. You've got a grab handle here at the top, which is one of the key aspects of a pack like this that if it's not there, I'm really not all that interested in the bag, because you don't always want to pick it up by the shoulder straps. There are a lot of times when you want to pick it up and go and you just want to grab it like this. So that strap is really important. It's not very fancy, but it functions just fine. It does the job, and it's there. That's the key thing. Now over here you've got the padding along the back. It's nice, it's soft, has a nice amount of give, and you can see that there are these raised areas that allow air to flow through, so your back won't get all sweaty if you're using this on a hot day with a lot of gear in it. And you've got the Chrome name logo down here as well. Having the padding here is important because of one of the other key features of this pack. We'll take a look at that in a second. Going around to the front of the bag, you've got these two Velcroed straps here, which are primarily for putting and holding a tripod or a monopod. What's great about it is it makes sure that the monopod or the tripod is kept vertically so that you're not going to take someone's head or someone's eye out. Almost did that with a different pack at CES, and they weren't really happy with me. So that's nice. Also, you don't have to use it with a tripod or a monopod. You can use it to hang other things as well, but that's really the primary purpose of this, is to be able to put in your monopod, your tripod, keep it secure, keep it safe, and keep the people around you safe. Now, there are two straps, one here with a buckle and one over here. That's a key feature for this bag, and let me show you why. You can unzip this pack and access the main compartment this way. And if this strap is in place, you're not going to be moving the zipper by accident all the way across and having the whole thing open up. You can feed it underneath, but it's going to really stop you at that point when you're unzipping, which is a nice security feature. And being able to access your camera gear on the go is important, because if you have the pack on your back, you don't have to take it off, put it down, open the whole thing up, and reach inside. But rather, you want to be able to swing it around to your front, access your camera gear, and then zip it back up. Now, you may notice that I'm working pretty hard to get the zipper back together and to close it. That's because all of the seams are watertight. There is this extra layer of waterproof material that actually makes it a little bit harder to open and close the zipper. It's actually a good thing because of the waterproofing, but it is something that at first I had to struggle with. It has gotten looser over time, but it's still harder to zip and unzip this bag than I found with a lot of other bags, but that's because of the benefit of the waterproofing. So it's a trade-off that you're going to make. You just have to be aware of that. Now what's really nice about this is that you can access it from here, but you can also unzip it over here. So that most of the bags that I've seen that have this feature, you have one option, one direction. This one, you can actually swing it to your left, or you can swing it around to your right, which is great because it doesn't assume that you're right-handed. I'm left-handed. I like the flexibility of being able to swing it in either direction. So that's a really nice feature. If you unsnap both of the snaps, you can then unzip the entire thing. Again, you can see that I'm really working hard to unzip it, and this is after using it quite a bit. If you unzip it all the way, you come to the main pack area, the main camera area. It's got these separators, these inserts, so you can set it up any way that you want, depending upon the gear that you need to carry. Really nice, not unusual for camera bags, but there's a really nice amount of space here, and the Velcro attaches pretty much anywhere back here, and they give a pretty plentiful amount of spacers as well. If we look at this part of the pack, this is the inside of the main compartment. If you unzip here, you've got a small compartment here, small compartment here, small compartment here, and it zips. Great for putting extra SD cards or other small items. On this side, you have only two so that you have larger spaces, but the same idea. And then here, you have this larger area here with an open area here and then a mesh area back here so you can keep things that are inside separate. This is a great place for a lot of cables if you like. So that's the main compartment of the bag. Let me just zip it up. There's one other aspect of the bag that's worth mentioning, and that is this top compartment. Nice and flat, curves down from the back. If I open it up, you'll see that there's this nice space here. It fits your iPad mini nicely. It will hold a jacket, a sweater, whatever you want to put in here. So, and it keeps it separate from the rest of the bag. If, however, you want one main compartment that you want to be able to go top down into the entire bag, it actually unzips, and when you unzip it, you have access to the main compartment. So you have a lot of flexibility in that regard. You can have a separate area for something else, or you can access the whole bag top down. You have back here this little mesh area as well, which will allow you to keep a couple of things separate from the rest of the bag. And then finally, you've got this area here that goes all the way down the bag. It is sized for a laptop up to the 15-inch MacBook Pro. I carried my 15-inch MacBook Pro with Retina display whenever I've been using this bag, and it fits barely. It's a little bit tight, and it fits without a sleeve. So if you need to have a sleeve, this is probably going to be too tight of a fit. If you don't need to use a sleeve, and I don't think you need to because it's pretty nicely protected and you've got this nice padding here. If you don't need a sleeve, it will fit and it'll stay protected in the back, but again, it's a tight fit. So if you need a lot of plentiful space, if you're committed to using a sleeve with your laptop, it may be too tight. You want to be aware of that. So this is the Chrome Niko Camera Bag. And again, it has an MSRP of $180, which some people will balk at. It's a very well-made bag. It's waterproof. It's designed to be used and abused. In fact, my PR contact who sent this to me had a handwritten note in with the pack that said, don't treat it well. And I haven't been. And the point being, this is designed to be used in the real world. You don't need a camera backpack. You don't need any bag that you need to baby. If you need to baby the bag, it's not great for your gear. It's supposed to baby your gear, not the pack. So this is really a well-built pack, great materials, great build quality, and the warranty is terrific. All of that makes $180 in the ballpark from what I've seen of quality backpacks. So this is the Chrome Niko Camera Bag from Chrome Bags. This is Dan for Gear Diary. Thanks very much for watching.